Uh, Toyosi.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Okay, so let's wait for others, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And then try. Try.
This video will show you.
Working with an interpreter, LSNG.
This video will show.
Okay. Okay, I just want to try and see if this video, if you can hear
Show
the
you how
video.
to work with an interpreter.
Can you see the
If you need
screen?
help speaking with another
And
person
can you hear
in a
what it
different
is
language,
saying?
Yes, ma'am.
what is
Oh,
an
you can.
interpreter?
All right
An
then.
interpreter
Okay.
makes it possible.
All right then. Let's wait a moment till others coming. All right. Let me just make sure we can see and hear. Let me share another screen. Here, please. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So why does it just say? How about this one? Can you hear and see this? Can you hear and see this? Can you hear and see this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
All right then.
Yes.
Okay then. All right then. Let's start then. It's already 5 minutes into the class. OK， 大家好，欢迎来到 CHN 412使用口译 practical translation. But I said 口译 because it is more of, we are doing more of interpretation now. 口译 is interpretation, B is the translation. B, you know, the TNB, the B, which is for pen translation. Okay, so I gave you an assignment. I don't know if you have done it. The assignment was for you. I hope you saw it first of all, because it was posted on LMS, and then I also told you on
Ma, we can't.
We can't
Your
see
course
it.
is not
access your
reflecting on
course
our
on LMS, so you not get the
oh,
and
assignment.
it didn't not
Register it.
reflecting. So there's no way we can access any
So there's no
assignment.
way we can access the assignment.
oh, I'm just hearing this. If not, I'll have sent you the link on WhatsApp, because it's not something you have to necessarily go through LMS to get it. It was just for you to be able to, you know, always use the platform. Okay then. But nobody told me, because I said I was already. I told you in the group that, oh, I've already sent you your
I
assignment.
said it in the last class or last two classes that we didn't register the course, so it's not reflecting on our LMS platform. I mentioned it.
Oh, okay. All right then. So we'll do it here in class then. Okay. Just two of you. Oh, how many people are? Okay, 12. Okay, that's good. Okay. Please pick up. Bring out your notes. We are going to do it. It's not a test, because this is practice. Okay, we are just practicing. So you are going to note whatever you hear, and then I'll call some of you to, you know, translate whatever, interpret whatever you hear. Okay, you don't have to do everything. We'll do it in bits. Okay. Me by Lama Hada. Everybody bring out your notes. You can sit down, sit somewhere comfortable. Don't sleep. Don't lie on the bed. You should be seated. Okay. Sit on a chair with your notes, with a good note. You are practicing, right? So now this practice is just you are going. I don't care what you write in your notes, how you note it, but I just want you to remember all I've taught you about note taking and then your short-term memory. You should be using both of them together in this practice, okay? So your short-term memory, your notes, and then I would play, and then you'll be interpreting bit by bit. You don't have to do everything, okay? So I'll maybe play for 1 minute, and then whoever can interpret, you know, we'll be taking it in turns like that. How that? Now you said you can hear that place, the other screen I shared to you. All right, let's go there. So this is wait a moment. I want to say something. This is an yi yin. There is a way to say this. If you want to say, okay, you are translating from Chinese to English or from English to Chinese. There's a way to say that. Let me just, okay. If it's Chinese to English, you say an. Yi, fan yi da yi. Fan yi, yi, yin you the yin, okay? An, yi, yin, okay? Now, if you now want to say you are translating from English to Chinese, then you say yin, yi. Fan yi da yi, where is that? Han, okay? So that's the way you say it. This is Chinese to English, be it translation or interpretation, and this is English to Chinese. So that, what does it mean? It means that the source language here is Chinese and the target language here is English. And here the source language is English and the target language is Chinese. Okay, so this is, let's note this. So now we are doing Han, Yi, Yin, Yin, you, the Yin. Okay, so now let's start. I hope you have your notes. Okay.
Yes.
You see the screen. Let's look at the screen first of all. This is the screen. Was the assignment I gave you. So in this place, it's a 2 minutes speech. Now this place is Omon. Omon is a European Union. Ojo Mon is like a union. Homon Fanyi, European Commission, if you can see it clearly here. So they always take in interns. So this person is probably an intern there. You can see how young and fresh she's looking there. So she's an intern there, and then they give speeches to help people to practice their translation. So this is one of their speech, okay? Ada. So ready, you have to interpret everything. Okay? Please put off your mute yourself. Right now you are listening, you are not speaking. So mute yourself if you are unmuted. Okay? Mute yourself. You have to listen and then concentrate, short-term memory, note taking.
大家好，我是刘佳瑶，现在在欧盟口译司实习。下面呢，我将开始今天的一个讲话。我想和大家聊一下中国的广场舞。
I need to take a pause because I can see Hua Mulan. Hua Mulan seems to be looking at the screen, not at textbook. I'm not sure. Are you looking at your textbook, Hua Mulan? 你在做什么？
我在看你。
不要看
我的手机屏幕。你说什么？
不要看视频，你要听，看你的笔记本。Okay? You are not supposed to. During the interpretation, it's not like there's a Yoruba saying that the person who is on stage doesn't become a viewer. Okay? So you are to perform. Understand? So when when this person is speaking, this person right now is a speaker. You are not supposed to be looking at her because you are going to be the one to perform next. So you just quickly concentrate without nervousness, calmly start noting whatever you have to note down, because once you start speaking in like 2-3 seconds, you have to talk. Okay? So no need to look at the screen, people. I just showed you what is there. Concentrate and write out whatever you have to write now. Okay? It's only in the case where you have to look up is maybe there is a PPT the person is using, and then when the person points at the PPT, you too can also look at the PPT. Okay, so that's when to be able to know what you are noting down. But apart from that, your concentration should be divided, not focused on the speaker, should be divided among your notes or whatever PPT the person is using, and then on the audience when you have to speak. Okay. All right, I start again. Okay, so note. Okay.
大家好，我是刘佳瑶，现在在欧盟口译司实习。下面呢，我将开始今天的一个讲话。我想和大家聊一下中国的广场舞。如果大家生活在中国啊，可能会在傍晚的时候发现广场上高声的播放着音乐，有不少的人聚在广场上随着音乐跳舞。这个呢，就是很有中国特色的广场舞。跳舞的人群啊，主要是一些中年的大妈，偶尔呢也会有一些大叔的身影参加。
Okay, let's stop there first of all. Did you all note that? Who can try? Let's see if you get it to that place first of all. If you want to try, raise your hand.
Are we speaking Chinese or English? Are we translating it?
我说了，这是安yi yin. Okay, Chinese.
Oh, okay.
The last class we did we did retelling to help your short-term memory. We did we done note taking to to help your short-term memory and then to assist your short-term memory during the interpreting session. Okay, so right now the assignment then was for you to do note taking and interpreting and all that by yourself at home. But yeah, we will practice since you've not done it. Okay, so now I would like you to all of what because we only have that much time to our classes there, so we can't really take a lot of time on it. So I want you now.
Sorry, ma, please, can you start all over again? I couldn't, because I'm on bus, so I couldn't really hear anything.
Oh, okay, that's Hua Mulan, right? We can't.
Yes, ma.
Understand? So we can't because you are in the bus, right? You should be somewhere.
Well, I'm sure.
And then you can't be listening repeatedly, you understand? So because we are practicing, okay, so just try and maybe put on your earpiece or something, okay? Now for our sake again one more time, we listen one more time. It is you're translating into English, of course. The source language is Chinese. So that means since it's English you speak, if we Yoruba were to be our official language. Now maybe we'll be translating it to Yoruba. Okay, so you'll be doing it into English. One more time, I play it, okay?
大家好，我是刘佳瑶，现在在欧盟口译司实习。下面呢，我将开始今天的一个讲话。我想和大家聊一下中国的广场舞。如果大家生活在中国啊，可能会在傍晚的时候发现广场上高声的播放着音乐，有不少的人聚在广场上随着音乐跳舞。这个呢，就是很有中国特色的广场舞。跳舞的人群啊，主要是一些中年的大妈，偶尔呢也会有一些大叔的身影参加。他们呢都是自发的聚集在广场或者空地上一起跳舞健身。因为广场舞的舞种多样，而且呢不需要支付任何的费用，所以饱受广大大妈们的青睐。在中国的大江南北啊，都能看到他们活跃的身影。
Okay. Now who wants to try?
Or like sure. I like to try.
Do show. If you want to try, do show. Who wants to try? Okay, Precious. All right then. Now you try. Okay. Fine. You fine, ba?
Today I'll be introducing public square dancing.
Is that how she started?
Anna, she's introduced herself.
I
Then
know,
she said this.
You will not say she introduced herself. You are interpreting for her.
Oh, okay.
So you start.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I've forgotten her name. I did not think that part was important, so I did not notice.
Liu Jiayao.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Liu Jiayao. Today today's topic is public square dancing. Typically, you would find people in these public squares in the evenings listening to loud music and dancing a particular public square dance. You would find middle-aged women and men attending such ceremonies. That's about it.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to try? Mute yourself, please. Who else wants to try? Okay. Precious has tried. Who else wants to try this same thing we just heard? Okay. If you want to try, raise your hand. Ada, then I call somebody then. Victoria, unmute yourself, Nilaiva. Imionite, I don't want to butcher your names. Victoria, please unmute yourself and then try. Is Victoria not here? Okay, Okoyemi Ahmed, unmute yourself and then try this.
Hello everyone. My name is Liu Jianyue. Right now, I want to talk about public health speaking. So up there is Chinese public health member. That's all I can say, ma.
That's all you can say?
Yes, ma.
All right, somebody else?
Actually, let me try.
Ada, let me try.
Pamulan. How am I speaking Chinese? Hello, everybody. I'm Kwamila. We are going to talk about dancing. And I feel...
Okay. Please, we are not. Okay, we are not here to make fun. Okay, but then I can see that you've noticed something here. it seems that, oh, it's quite simple. I can hear all of what she said. But then you find out that you are missing so many things in between what she said. She 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 introduced herself. She said she's an intern, where she's an intern, and then she said many people live in, if you have ever lived in China, you see that many there are many places where you can dance, and you have heard of square dancing, where you see people dancing all over, and it's very Chinese. And you see and a lot of elderly ladies and uncles, like elderly men in their middle age, who take up every space to dance. It's a form of exercise, and there are different types. It's very welcome because there are no fees, and so many people so this square dancing is popular. Okay, so this is just some of the things I just noted down here. I and you see that the way I said it is not even professional, because I'm just trying to reflect the way you are also talking. You are not talking in a professional way. Some of you are laughing, some of you are saying, this is what I've heard, do this is what you've heard. Is that what you tell your Chinese this thing? Your Chinese client, this is what me I've heard, do. Even if you've not heard clearly, the way you comport yourself, are you there? The way you comport yourself, the way you make the presentation, it would give whatever you're saying importance. The person won't know that, okay, you've made any lapses, you've forgotten anything. Okay, so one more time, I play it again. Note, don't depend on your memory. Don't say, oh, what she's just talking about square dancing. Guan Chao. I know this. Okay, note all the details of what she said. If you've lived in China, it's very Chinese. Very a lot of elderly men and women love to dance. Why is they take up spaces? So we do it one more time, okay?
Okay.
大家好，我是刘佳瑶，现在在欧盟口译司实习。下面呢，我将开始今天的一个讲话。我想和大家聊一下中国的广场舞。如果大家生活在中国啊，可能会在傍晚的时候发现广场上高声的播放着音乐，有不少的人聚在广场上随着音乐跳舞。这个呢，就是很有中国特色的广场舞。跳舞的人群啊，主要是一些中年的大妈，偶尔呢也会有一些大叔的身影参加。他们呢都是自发的聚集在广场或者空地上一起跳舞健身。因为广场舞的舞种多样，而且呢不需要支付任何的费用，所以饱受广大大妈们的青睐。在中国的大江南北啊，都能看到他们活跃的身影。
Okay, who wants to try now? Who wants to try? If you want to try, raise your hand again. Who wants to try? All right, seems you're all not ready for this right now. So we are going to look at something else. After that, I'll give you the same assignment and you have to do it. Your test, understand? Your test and possibly your exam. Your exam will come up this way. I'll just take one random speech, and then I ask you to interpret like this. Everybody will be listening to you, and then you'll be interpreting it, okay? And then for your test, you are going to be doing like 5, or I'll tell you the exact amount of this type of translation, and then you would record yourself and send it to me. That will be your test. So get it clear that you have to get this done. I'll give you this same assignment again, and then you do it. Okay, so not to waste each other's time, let's do something else. Okay. All right. So let's talk about interpreters, protocol, and standard of practice. Any interpreter, if you are going to be doing an interpreting job, you have to be transparent. What does that mean? That you are not hiding any information from the person who employed you, who took up your service. If you are working for both parties, you have to be objective. You don't have to, you don't take side with one party over the other. You are objective in what you are saying, and then you are transparent. If this person says this, you say it to that person. If this person abuses the other, you also insult the other, let me use that way. You also, in a diplomatic way, say it over to that person. Of course, there are instances where you have to play the diplomat so that the session goes on successfully. But let's not talk about that right now, because that might go into some, into more professional area. Since we are just starting and this is an introduction, just know that you should be transparent, you should be objective as an interpreter. Also, when you are interpreting, you should speak loudly and clearly. Your clients or the audience listening to you can't be saying, can you say Shema? Shema? Timbuton. They can't be going on and on asking you to repeat yourself. You should speak clearly, loudly, clearly, with confidence. And also, you should speak at the normal pace. You shouldn't be speaking too fast because you are nervous or you think that, oh, I have to say it too fast so that the other person can speak. Because you are now the person they are listening to. That other person, sometimes when your your friends, even in Nigeria, maybe you are an Igbo, you speak Igbo, you don't understand Yoruba, and your Yoruba friends are around, they are just talking. Whatever they are saying becomes noise to you. You don't even hear them speaking. You can be so concentrated in doing whatever you're doing that even if they should speak English within that Yoruba, you might not listen to them because all the Yoruba has made whatever they are saying because become noise because you don't understand. So in the same with the same line of thought, when you are at an event and the person is speaking Chinese, the audience, if they don't understand Chinese, they might not even listen to him because whatever that person is saying doesn't make any sense to them. It's just background noise. You are the one they are listening to as the interpreter. So you should speak clearly, you should speak loud, and you should speak at a normal pace. Okay. Also, there are some common mistakes an interpreter makes. One of them is body positioning, the way you position your body. We have body language, right? So the way you position your body might show that, okay, even whatever this person said, I don't think she's saying it to my favor. I think maybe she's just, maybe she likes that other person. She's talking on behalf of that person. So the way you position your body matters. It will help you emphasize your message. You can't slump on the chair and then put your hand behind your ear and then be scratching your ear while you are interpreting. The way you sit, the way you position yourself, the way you carry yourself is really important. It will help also to reduce distraction because maybe the way you also, maybe you are using gestures. You know the way we use our hands in Nigeria, where you start saying, he said he's going there, and then you point to there. The person you are interpreting to might not know that you are just referring to somewhere not necessarily here. You might be looking at where you are pointing to. So you should minimize. Of course, you can still have some body language to make everything more human and friendly, but you should minimize some unnecessary gestures and then make your body language suitable to the occasion. Is an informal situation, make your body language suitable. The formal situation also the same way. Also, your body language will also help to increase engagement. In, in what way? If the way you position yourself might encourage, because somebody has to understand you in whatever position you are. If you are speaking for the Chinese, the Chinese person should understand you. You're speaking for the English speaker, their person too should understand you. So the way you position your body in a non-defensive way we also encourage engagement. We also encourage people to confide in you as the mouthpiece for the other person. Okay. So also, speaking in the first person, I saw you notice that Hwamulan, or who was it? I think Okpayemi or Hwamulan. When I asked about who the speaker was there, she was saying, she said she's an intern. No, you have to speak in the first person. You should be speaking as the person. You say, she said, whatever her name is. We say, Hui. When you are interpreting it, you won't say, hello, everybody. She says her name is Hui. No, you say, hello, I'm Hui. That's the way you take it, okay? So you speak in the first person. Why should you be speaking in the first person? One, it makes the message accurate. So also, it will reduce confusion. The audience won't be saying, oh, is she the one talking or is he the one talking? They all are intelligent people. They know that whatever you are saying, you are not saying it as yourself, you are saying it on behalf of that person. So they won't come over later on and charge you with any court cases or anything like, oh, she's the one that said it. So, but you should be speaking in the first person position so that you would make your sentences accurate. You won't get it mixed. Oh, she said, he said, they said. You will just say the exact way the speaker is saying it, so that there will be reduction in confusion, the message can become accurate, and then the interpreting process will be more what's it called, transparent. Okay, so we have only 10 minutes more to finish this because we've taken so much time in the other one. Okay, so also never add, never omit, never substitute or summarize. We later on I'll show you a video to explain some of this. So when the interpreter, you think, oh, interpreter is the Chinese person is talking about Nigeria, and you think, oh, I know more than he does about Nigeria. I know more than he does about Nigeria, and you want to add information. No. Or you think, oh, this Chinese person, what is he saying about Nigeria? No, we don't do this in Nigeria. And he says something and you want to omit. No. You shouldn't also substitute or try and summarize. Oh, Nigeria is just a big country, jare. All of those. You don't substitute, you don't summarize, and then you don't use another point. A lot of some, you don't use some as in jare, jaw, those type of things that I heard you people saying there. You should make your speech as formal as possible. Even in English, those words are called fillers. You shouldn't use those type of fillers a lot in your even if you're speaking in English. I said jare, jaw, those words are Yoruba fillers. But even in English, we have fillers. Which fillers are those words you speak to be able to remember something. Maybe you want to say a particular word, but then you've forgotten it. You say as in. You should try to minimize those fillers when you are talking, when you are interpreting. Okay, so also never omit, as we said, never add, omit, substitute, or summarize. Okay, because it will take away from the message, it will take away from the professionalism of the message. It will also eliminate useful information, and then the message might change. If you message, the content of the message, the mood of the message might change. Okay. Or also, you should try to avoid side conversations. There might be side conversations, but it should be rare. You shouldn't engage in too much side conversations. Why? Because it could exclude one party there. It could exclude a party. So avoid side conversations. Avoid side conversation because it will help to reduce suspicion and confusion. Okay, so also it will help you also to maintain your role. You know that, okay, I am here as an interpreter. I am not here as a representative of the company or whatever party is there. So it will help you also to maintain your role in whatever you are doing there. Okay. Okay, so these are, I just rushed through them. These are some of the common mistakes interpreters make, upcoming interpreters. So just try and remember this. Instead of playing the video right here, I'll send you the link to the video I want you to watch. Okay, I think it will save us a lot of time and then maybe data that way. Okay, and then in the next class we'll talk about it together. Okay, also because time is almost running off, also I would I'll send you the link for the assignment, and then on this same link, you'll see all the interpreting sessions that you can use for practice. When time comes, I'll let you know how you're going to do the test. Hello. Okay, any question? Hello.
Sorry, ma. Please, can you go through the common mistake of an interpreter again? Like, just open each of the boxes. I didn't get that.
You just opened each of the boxes. What don't you understand? I can't go over everything again. If there is any issue, you can re-listen to the video, and then, but if you, because there's no more time there. So which particular area do you have issues with?
Don't worry, ma. I will listen to the video, ma.
Okay, all right then. Okay, so that's about it. Because, okay, let me see. We still have 4 minutes. Let me see if we can just play that video quickly. All right, Sheldon. Okay, this is it here. All right. Okay. I hope you can listen and you can hear this and then see this, right? Okay, so now let's look at it together.
Why do I need to ask her some questions so I can understand her situation better?
Stop. This is all wrong. To avoid confusion, speak directly to the other person as if he or she could understand you. Do not use phrases like he said, she said, tell him, tell her. This is how the conversation should go.
I need to ask you a few questions so I can understand your situation better.
Quisiera hacerle unas preguntas para ver si puedo entender la situación mejor.
You can see that this is the person, these are the two people in the conversation. So this person is talking in the first time place, talking as the person, as she's taking the position of the speaker. She's saying, not saying, she said, do you want, understand? That's what I mean by that.
Yes, thank you.
Much better. Remember to always speak directly to the other person. Now, let's look at another example of how to work with an interpreter.
When did you initially move into the apartment?
¿Cuándo comenzó a vivir en el apartamento?
Pues en el 2006, no recuerdo exactamente. Creo que era en el invierno, estaba nevando. Creo que el 3 de enero, no, el 5 de enero.
It was in 2006, January 5th.
Free.
Now, can you see what this guy did here? The woman was saying, well, I think, maybe, but the man here just is substituted, is summarized, he omitted, and he omitted. The only thing he didn't do was to add anything. You see how brief he said it. So in this type of situation, this woman might be wondering, are you sure he said everything she said? Because she doesn't understand that this woman is just going over her mind, and then she doesn't understand the language. So when you are interpreting, especially in such a formal setting like this, when they are talking about dealing with something that has to do with law, because they are dealing with law, you shouldn't summarize, you shouldn't omit, okay, and you shouldn't substitute the information.
First of all, the interpreter should repeat the words you said exactly as you say them. The interpreter should not add, leave out, summarize, or change anything to what you said. Let's try that again.
When did you initially move into the apartment?
¿Cuándo comenzó a vivir en el apartamento?
Pues en el 2006, no recuerdo exactamente. Tuvo que haber sido en el invierno, estaba nevando. Quizás el 3 de enero, no, el 5 de enero.
Well, it was 2006. I don't remember exactly, but it was winter because it was snowing. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was January 3rd. No, it was January 5th.
Much better. On to the next example of how to.
So can you see how she said it professionally without it sounding like, oh, like, she skipped anything. She said it exactly the same way the woman did.
Work with an interpreter.
Did you give a security deposit?
¿Y un depósito de garantía?
¿Qué es eso?
Ella se refiere al dinero que está reclamando.
You see here, this man is answering the question this woman raised. Did you deposit? So this man, the interpreter, is not supposed to answer any question here. He is not the main participant in this discussion. So let's see how it should have been done.
Que le pagó al dueño al principio, por si acaso se dañaba algo en el apartamento.
Hold it. If you don't understand the question, it is the job of the person asking the question to explain the question to you. It is not the job of the interpreter to explain the question to you. Let's see what should have happened.
Did you give a security deposit? Usted pagó un depósito de garantía.
¿Qué es eso?
What is that?
Besides the rent, did you give the landlord any money before you moved in?
Además del pago de alquiler mensual, ¿le dio al propietario algún dinero